Click, clap, blast 'em.
And we are high atop and deep inside world headquarters of JRod and the Boss Lady, back for more. And look who's back for more, our man who brings all the good wine to the party, Mr. Jamey Whetstone from Fresh Vine Wine. What's up, dude?
What's happening, gang? Thanks for bringing a little stoke back into the room and getting me back on your show. I was just kind of thinking about how wonderful that humidity would be, off the water in your neck of the woods, but
right?
not to be had here.
Off.
Yeah, what's that?
I'm glad we didn't scare you off.
No.
And by we, he means me.
Yeah. No. She's my ally. She's wearing a T-shirt just for me today.
That's
right.
That's right.
Ally thing. It's great.
Well, here's what I've learned after our last interview. You always got to get Fresh Vine Wine, and that's the Instagram, Fresh Vine Wine, and bring along the PATIO Pounder Boss Lady. That was the best. That was an unbelievable story, because you're giving me how great the wine is, and you can go out and you're talking. You're being serious. You're being like, it's a PATIO Pounder, and the first thing I thought was a boss lady with her heels as earrings. That's the first thing I thought.
Yeah, absolutely. And it's funny. We're having this sort of this reprieve of cooler fall weather. We've dived back into basically going to be 100 degrees today in Napa, and so that Chardonnay that I'm going to be out at my mother-in-law's here beside the pool at about. It's 10:06 here, probably by 10:30, depending on what time I get off with you guys. But I'll be drinking some of that fresh fine Chardonnay for sure.
Oh, we'll make you get off quick. Don't worry.
Look, man, I got the hour set aside for you guys, so I'm all yours.
Well, you're optimistic. An hour, a whole hour. I'm optimistic, my friend. I got to wait for that pill to kick in. It's okay, baby. It's okay. Keep rubbing my knee. It's okay. No pasa nada. It's good. It's good.
We're all about quickies here at JRod and the Boss Lady.
It's quality, not quantity, right?
Exactly.
So is it like stick and move, like a prize fighter? Like,
well, it's $2 chuck, 2 pump chump, none of that stuff. We get Fresh Vine Wine here. So let's talk a little business here with the man, with the world-renowned winemaker, Jamey Whetstone. So tell me, in this era of COVID, this craziness, how has that affected the grapes? How has that affected you, pal? Are you okay? Is the business okay? What's happening?
We're good, man. Our business plan has been, heavily, as you would expect, retail based, so off premise. And so, we've, instead of going into, the restaurant sector in earnest, we have basically morphed, and we have, bounced into that retail sector. And so while we're opening up a ton of markets across the country, we're all over the state of Florida, Northeast, Midwest, et cetera. It is based on this mom and pop retail, but also some of the bigger stuff too. And so our business plan really hasn't changed as much as we've just pivoted a little bit.
I would think, yeah. I think that you guys would be doing spectacular, because I think I'm like the only human being that stopped drinking during COVID. I think everybody started to increase their drinking.
I think I just started going through DTs when you said stop drinking during COVID, boss lady. I think I just freaked out for a second. Yeah, I mean, the coolest thing about it is
that's why.
Yeah. The greatest opportunity for us during COVID has been exactly that. While we're all sort of sheltering in place, I know not in your state necessarily, but for most of us that are and have had to eschew, going to the gym or what have you to get our workouts in, we're always looking for a little way to cut corners in terms of our diet, but also not sacrifice that flavor. And so with Fresh Vine, this thing has really given us a platform to talk about, you know, what can be delicious, but also really great for you. Low cal, low carb, low sugar, you know, keto, vegan. We kind of hit all the bells and whistles naturally. So yeah, from a business standpoint, JRod, it's been a really good thing for us. Oddly.
What about less with the COVID, but what about with the fires?
Great question, and great comment. You know, the fires, what I would say where Fresh Vine is concerned is that when we decided to go with, you know, I mean, we are based out of Napa, California, but we decided to go with the California appellation, which allows us to stretch our legs out a little more, spread our wings, if you will. We didn't get pigeonholed into just being in Napa or Sonoma. And so by virtue of a lot of grapes coming from Central Coast area, Arroyo Seco, down the middle part, Monterey, and then you venture up to the north and the east of us into Lake County and Lodi, we've been fortunate. You know, the fires have been a real disaster for a lot of people. I've got two close friends that have lost everything, including winery, home, I mean, everything. And so a lot of the upper valley in Napa, a lot of what's going on in the sort of northeastern side of Sonoma County, a lot of what's happening on the eastern edge and sort of the central part of Lodi has just been a real bummer. But so far so good. We've got some high wind warnings, some red flag warnings today and tomorrow, so we're all nervous as hell, to be quite honest. But we'll see, man. Right now there's just a bunch of stoke and optimism, but there's a real realism based around fire season. I don't think this is a one-off. Looks like hurricanes in your backyard, you know.
Right, exactly, yeah.
Palpable.
I'm from Southern California originally, so I know about the fires and I know about the earthquakes, and then living here in Florida. So it's unfortunately what I tell people, that is the price you pay for living in paradise, and we just gotta take care of paradise a little bit. Now, the last time you were on, you guys were very, very generous, and you sent me some boss lady and I some bottles, and right now I can only show you the Pinot Noir because the other two are gone.
I was gonna say I got no bottles left.
All right, guys, we need to re-up.
Here it is, and it took me forever to like every willpower to hold that till I gotta wait till Jamey gets. But I actually had some friends over. We all had masks, and we drank, and everybody said, well, where do I get it? Where do I get it? And you guys are expanding because you guys were more of e-commerce, and now you're growing, right? Thankfully.
Yeah, our footprint has expanded massively. I think we've gone into 16 new markets since I spoke with you guys originally. So while we still do ship direct, we still got some great e-commerce at freshfinewine.com. You know, you can also go on the site freshfinewine.com and you can find store locators. And so, you know, if you're in the DC area, if you're up in the Northeast, if you're down in Florida, anywhere, including the Panhandle, if you're out in Southern California, you know, the middle part of the country, Chicago, Illinois area, Minnesota, Wisconsin, then yeah, there's a really good chance that you're going to be able to pop into your local mom and pop, or again, some of those bigger brand store names. And let me go a step further, which is now that our distribution footprint has expanded so greatly, you can also go in there and say, hey man, can you pull in some Fresh Vine wine for me? So you can ask your retailer that you trust and are so stoked about, and guaranteed, they can come through us on the website, you know, find out what distributor actually gets the wine to those stores, and you can help us pimp the brand in that way, just by virtue.
Listen, I was in Hialeah the other day in the back alley, and Manolo said, oye, compadre, give me that Fresh Vine wine. Everybody wants it. Everybody wants it, man. So when Manolo needs it, we know Fresh Vine wine is growing. And I think that the big key, and this is always, it's always laughing, it makes me laugh because we think of wine as treating yourself, right? But it's also, this thing's actually good for you when the holidays coming up and everything like that. This is like healthy wine, it's kind of a misnomer, but you've done it again, my friend. Nobel Prize for you.
Ándale pues, mi amigo. Yeah, it's, I'm waiting on that Nobel Prize too. I'm not going to hold my breath anytime soon, but yeah. And you know, the funny thing is with all these wines that whatever you're doing, I was thinking about, you know, we don't cook traditionally here. We have a lot of, like, we'll have some paella, you know, I'll put a pig on the grill, you know, for the holidays, a lot of family and friends. I like to get the whole family involved, you know, friends involved in that cooking side of life. But yeah, man, that Pinot, between your turkey, your freaking duck turgan, whatever the fuck that is, between your you know,
the turducken.
The paella, right? The paella, but that Pinot is a really nice crossover vehicle. Once you get into the standing rib roast, or you're pulling some Pompano out of the sea, then you're going to have to pivot between cab and the boss lady's favorite patio pounder, the Chardonnay.
You know, that's a pretty good segment for my one question that I have for you. What fresh vine wine pairs well with 69?
Ooh, gosh. I'm going to go with the patio pounder. You can't tell I just blushed, but yeah, again, I want to keep that sort of that golden honeyed color, you know, spread throughout the experience. And so, yeah, I'm going to go with the Chardonnay.
Nice. Actually, that one's my favorite. That one really is my favorate. So
cool.
I like it.
Well, when you're smoking that cigarette after 69, you want to go straight to that Cabernet Sauvignon. That's going to just be like.
All I know is that.
Or you're puffing on a cigar, JRod. You're puffing on a cigar, actually.
Yeah. See, when High Rise Boyfriend gets in his crossover vehicle and the heel goes over this way, then the patio pound. That boy's going to weigh 10 pounds. You're going to have him like this, boss lady. Give the boy
That's
a break.
okay. That's okay. He cooks enough to make up for it.
Yes, we call boss ladies a significant other high rise because the man lives in a high rise in Brickell.
Nice.
You know, and he's got man servants and you know.
Okay, so
talk to her, so you know.
Okay, so does he manscape? If he has
that's actually the funniest thing that you bring that up, because that's actually what we're doing tonight. Because I've like, that's it. I'm done. No more. I like choke fucking, but not with your hair.
We don't want to listen. There is a rumor that's how the fires in Napa started. Somebody didn't shave and poof.
Yeah.
Poof.
Whoa, it's hot up in this piece. Kablam.
Jamey, where can we find everything? Where can we find social media? Where's everything at?
Man, come see us on Instagram at Fresh Fine Wine. Check it out online, freshfinewine.com. You can find us on Facebook, Fresh Fine Wine as well. But please, yeah, there it is. Find your store locator, go in, demand it, have them bring it in. But in the meantime, we'll show you where we currently are, and we can ship it, put it on your doorstep. You guys, thanks so much for the time. I'm stoked you're pimping the brand.
In Manolo and Hialeah in the back alley at Callejón. I'm coming with the wine. We'll split it. Just don't tell Jamey. Don't tell Jamey, all right? Jamey Whetstone. It's JRod and the Boss Ladies 3-way on season 3.
Thank you, guys. Cheers.
Thank you. Cheers.
You good.